Hello, my magnificent, radiant Leo souls. Gather close. Come into the light. I need you to listen to me today, not just with your ears, but with that massive, generous heart that beats within your chest. I need you to feel this message resonating in the very marrow of your bones, in that golden solar plexus where your power resides. Are you ready to hear something truly extraordinary? Because what I am about to share with you today is not just a horoscope, it is a revelation. It is a cosmic key designed to unlock a cage you may not have even realized has been built around you. It is the answer to the question that has been keeping you awake at night. Why has my light felt so dim lately? Why does my roar feel like a whisper? You, the lion, you, the sun child, you, the ruler of the zodiac who was born to shine, to lead, and to love with a ferocity that warms the entire world. Have you been feeling strangely exhausted? Have you felt a heavy, invisible fog weighing down your natural optimism? It feels like someone somewhere is slowly siphoning away your incredible life force, sipping on your spirit like a drink, but you just can't quite see their face in the dark. My friends, you did not find this video by accident. There are no accidents in the realm of the spirit. Your soul, in its infinite wisdom, roared out into the void for answers, and the universe, in its infinite love, has guided you right here, right now, to cosmic wisdom. This is your divine appointment, because today we are going to speak about a shadow that has been living in your court. We are going to name an energy that has been blocking your path to the throne of your own life. And this shadow, my dear Leo, does not come looking like a monster. Oh no, that would be too easy for a warrior like you to spot. This shadow comes with a smile. It comes with a familiar face. It comes disguised as loyalty, draped in the robes of friendship or family. Now, before we pull back this velvet curtain and expose the truth, I want you to make a sacred pact with yourself and with this community. If you feel even a flicker of recognition in your gut, as you listen, if a face floats into your mind's eye, honor that intuition. Do not brush it aside. I want you to pause right now and cement your intention. Go to the comments section below and write these words as a declaration of your sovereignty. I am ready to reclaim my crown and my light. Let this be your signal to the universe that you are awake. And if you haven't already joined our Sanctuary of Truth, please press that subscribe button for cosmic wisdom. By doing so, you are not just following a channel, you are aligning yourself with a frequency of truth and empowerment. We are walking this path of awakening together, and I do not want you to miss a single step of the guidance prepared for you. Now let us breathe. Let us dive deep. Have you ever felt it? That chilling gaze that lingers just a second too long when you are celebrating a victory? A compliment that lands with a strange, heavy thud, feeling more like a critique wrapped in pretty paper. There is someone very close to you, Leo, someone in your inner circle who has been watching your success, your effortless charisma, and your natural ability to draw attention, not with love, but with a hunger. This emotion is corrosive. It is a cold, sharp envy. But for a Leo, this is particularly dangerous because you, my dear friend, are naturally generous. You assume everyone has a heart as big as yours. You assume that when you shine, others are happy to bask in the warmth. But this person, they don't want to bask in your warmth. They want to steal the fire. Perhaps she is a woman in your family, a matriarchal figure, or a sister who shares your blood but lacks your solar radiance. Or perhaps it is a friend you have carried on your back for years, someone you have uplifted, promoted, and protected. You have shared meals, shared secrets, and shared your stage with her, never realizing that while you were sharing your light, she was secretly praying for the bulb to burn out. Her energy is a subtle drain. It is not a sudden stab wound, it is a slow leak. It makes you second-guess your own brilliant instincts. It makes you feel like you are too much, too loud, too dramatic, too confident. She makes you doubt the very essence of who you are. You might have brushed this off 1,000 times. You might have told yourself, "Am I being paranoid? Am I just needing too much validation?" Stop that, right now. My dear Leo, your intuition is not paranoia, it is your royal instinct. It is the lion sensing the predator in the tall grass. It has been screaming at you to listen, but your good heart, your desire to see the best in everyone, has been silencing the warning bells. This person operates in the shadows of passive aggression. While you, ruled by the sun, are direct, bold, and open, she is lunar, hidden, and calculating. She might present herself with a certain dramatic flair. Perhaps she dyes her hair the color of the void, dark and severe. Or perhaps she adorns herself with sharp, flashy jewelry, trying to mimic a royalty she does not possess internally. She craves the attention you get effortlessly, but because she cannot generate her own light, she seeks to dim yours so that she might seem brighter by comparison. I used to believe early in my spiritual journey that we could love everyone into healing. I thought that if we just poured enough light into the dark souls, they would eventually ignite. But I have learned a harsh but necessary truth through my work with the cosmos. Some souls, when they refuse to heal their own wounds, weaponize them. They become black holes. And you, Leo, are the brightest star in their galaxy. Of course, they are obsessed with you. She looks at you, and she doesn't see a friend. She sees a mirror reflecting everything she believes she lacks. You are the warmth that exposes her coldness. You are the courage that highlights her cowardice. You are the authentic royalty that exposes her as a pretender to the throne. The most heartbreaking part of this is the betrayal of intimacy. You may share a history, a lineage, or a decade of friendship. But realize this, your souls originate from different forests. The chill you feel in her presence isn't just a clash of personalities, it is a spiritual war between a soul that chooses authenticity and a soul that has become comfortable in the mask. There is a generational pain here, especially if this is family. A loneliness passed down like a cursed heirloom. She sees in you the love she was never given, the validation she never received. And instead of doing the hard work of healing that ancestral trauma, she has chosen the easier, darker path to project that pain onto you, to make you pay for the crimes of others. Think about it, beautiful soul. Be honest with me. Have you ever noticed her go silent when others applaud you? Have you sensed a tiny, almost microscopic smirk of satisfaction on her face when you are going through a breakup or a financial struggle? That is called schadenfreude, taking pleasure in another's pain. And it is the hallmark of the energy vampire. If the answer is yes, then please, I beg of you, stop gaslighting yourself. The universe does not send these signals to hurt you. It sends them to save you. And this goes beyond just bad vibes. Oh yes, she has taken action. In the cards the universe has laid out for you today, the moon appeared in its reverse position. In the context of a Leo reading, this is profound. The moon rules the subconscious, the hidden, the night. Reversed it, screams of deception lifting. It signals that the illusions are shattering. It indicates gossip, hidden agendas, and spiritual practices twisted for harm. She has turned to the invisible world, not for healing, but to block you. You may call it the evil eye. You may call it negative projection, or you may call it bad intentions, but the result is the same. It is a psychic attack aimed at your solar plexus, the seat of your will. Why? Because your joy is an insult to her misery. When a soul does not learn to ignite its own internal flame, it becomes obsessed with blowing out the candles of everyone around them. So if you have been experiencing a series of inexplicable obstacles, creative blocks, which are deadly for a Leo's sudden fatigue, a loss of your famous libido, or relationships fracturing for no logical reason, please know you are not imagining it. Your sensitive regal spirit is picking up on a spiritual siege. I know this is heavy. I know your heart, which is the physical ruler of your sign, might be pounding right now. The truth, when it first lands, feels like a shock. But that trembling, that is the sound of the chains breaking. That is your soul, your fiery Leo spirit, finally realizing that the cage door was never locked. You were just tricked into staying inside. And you must know this: everything she has sent your way is now on a boomerang trajectory. Karma is physics. It is the law of cause and effect. Every arrow of envy, every whisper of gossip, every heavy thought form she directed at your crown is now arcing back to the source. But Leo, I have to ask you, and I need you to answer this from that brave, courageous heart of yours. You know who this is, don't you? As I speak these words, a name has already whispered itself in your mind. A face has floated to the surface. You have been trying to push it down, trying to make excuses for her. Oh, she's just going through a hard time, or she didn't mean it like that. Leo, stop protecting the person who is holding the knife. If you feel it, if you dare to finally face this truth, I invite you to acknowledge it. You don't have to write her name for the world to see. Keep your dignity. Simply take a deep breath and whisper it to yourself. Acknowledging the truth is the first sacred step to disarming its power over you. When a shadow is named, the light begins to pour in. You are not alone in this. There are legions of Leo souls walking this path alongside you, each facing their own scar to their Mufasa. If you feel comfortable, share even a small part of your story in the comments. Let your testimony be a beacon of light for another lion who feels lost in the tall grass. Now, can I tell you something absolutely incredible? In the tarot spread for you, the Justice card appeared alongside the Sun. Do you understand the magnitude of this? The Sun is your card. It is your ruling luminary. It represents your essence, your vitality, your undeniable right to exist and shine. And justice is the cosmic scales rebalancing. This combination is the universe shouting from the heavens, the usurpation is over. The one who hid her intentions behind a mask of sweetness is being revealed. And here is the best part. You do not need to fight this battle. You do not need to roar in her face. You do not need to lower yourself to her vibration to win. Your only task is to stand in your truth. The mask will crumble under the weight of its own falsehood. All the toxic words, the manipulations, the invisible blocks, they are reflecting back to her in a karmic mirror. And there is nothing more agonizing for a shadow self than being forced to look at its own reflection in the blinding light of the sun. You once believed she loved you. And I know for a Leo That realization is a deep and sacred wound. Loyalty is your currency. Betrayal is your kryptonite. But you are about to transition from being the victim in her secret story to being the empowered monarch of your own reality. You are stepping into a completely new cycle of your life, a solar return of the soul. Doors are beginning to creak open. Opportunities that were stuck in the mud are starting to shimmer on the horizon. Fame, recognition, and true love are waiting. But to walk through these new gateways, my glorious friend, you must be willing to let go. You cannot ascend to the throne if you are still holding hands with the person trying to trip you on the stairs. You cannot hold the scepter of power in one hand while the other is clinging to a toxic past. Forgiveness in this context is not for her. It is not about absolving her actions or saying that what she did was okay. No, forgiveness is the ultimate act of self-preservation. It is you, the ruler, declaring, "You no longer have any power over my kingdom." Your peace is not a reward for her good behavior. It is your divine birthright. If you feel tears welling up, let them flow. Leos are ruled by the heart, and sometimes the heart must weep to wash away the dust before it can beat with new strength. Let it out. Breathe it out. You are no longer required to carry what was never yours to begin with. The universe has shown me a vision for you. I see you sitting on a throne, not made of gold, but made of pure, crystallized sunlight. You are surrounded by a circle of protective fire, a mane of light. Inside this sacred circle, nothing can touch you if it does not vibrate at the frequency of love and truth. You thought you needed someone to validate you. Oh no, my dear. You only needed to remember that you are the sun. Does the sun ask the flowers for permission to shine? Does the sun apologize for being hot? No. It simply is. And by being itself, it gives life to the whole solar system. She tried to dim your light because she was cold. But you are not a heater for ungrateful hands. You are a cosmic force. Are you ready? Are you ready not just to leave the darkness behind, but to be reborn in the most powerful, radiant version of yourself? I need you to hold this truth in your heart with the fierce grip of a lion protecting its pride. No one can take what is destined for you. No curse, no evil eye, no jealousy is stronger than the light of your soul. Darkness is merely the absence of light. But you are the light. Therefore, the darkness cannot exist where you fully stand. The spirit guides have whispered an image to me, a visualization for you to live with. I see you walking on a path paved with obsidian and gold. The sky above is the color of a dawn, breaking after a long, terrible winter. On either side of you stand your ancestors, the ones who carried the fire before you. They are not ghosts. They are pillars of strength. They are the royal guard. They know that the step you are about to take, the step away from her, the step away from the drama, is the step of a courageous soul choosing its sovereignty. Choosing peace has never been the easy path for a warrior like you because you are used to fighting. But the war is over. You won. You just need to walk off the battlefield. Now breathe with me. Take a deep, powerful breath. Fill that chest. Expand that rib cage. Let us open the portal for what comes next. We are going to perform a simple but profoundly sacred ritual of freedom. That woman, she didn't just affect your emotions. She left energetic fingerprints on your crown. She used silence as a weapon and backhanded compliments as a slow-acting poison. But today, we cleanse the palace. Close your eyes, my dear Leo. Imagine you are standing in the center of your own heart. It is a vast, magnificent throne room. But look around. There are cobwebs in the corners. There is a gray fog on the floor. This is the residue of her envy. Now imagine that above your head, a brilliant, blinding sphere of golden light activates. This is your connection to the divine source. It is warm, it is heavy with goodness, and it is yours. I want you to visualize this liquid gold pouring down from the heavens. It touches the crown of your head, and it feels like warm honey. It flows down over your forehead, your eyes, your throat. Now, see it hitting your heart. As it touches your heart, imagine a massive golden lion waking up within you. It stands up, shakes its mane, and lets out a roar that shakes the very foundations of your reality. Hear that roar? Feel the vibration of it. That sound is a frequency that shatters lies. Watch as the sound waves from that roar hit the gray fog, hit the cobwebs, hit the invisible cords connecting you to her. See those cords snapping. Snap, snap, snap. They wither and burn up in the heat of your solar presence. Now imagine a door in front of you, the door she used to enter your life. You are not angry. You are indifferent. You are royalty. You walk to the door, or you look through it one last time, and you see her standing there in the shadows. You do not invite her in. With a firm, gentle hand, you close that door. Thud, you slide the golden bolt across. And then, because you are a Leo, you seal it with fire. Watch the door fuse into the wall. It is gone. The access point is removed. As you do this, affirm with me, I revoke all permission. My energy is my own. My kingdom is secure. I shine for myself and for the highest good of all. So it is. When that door disappears, notice how the light in your throne room changes. It becomes crisp. It becomes bright. The air tastes sweeter. Your shoulders drop. The heaviness in your chest dissolves. That, my beautiful friend, is the feeling of sovereignty. You have returned to yourself. From this moment forward, you will notice changes. Your physical vitality will return. That creative project you abandoned, you will pick it up again with a new fever. Your magnetism will shift. You will stop attracting energy vampires and start attracting other kings and queens, people who are secure enough in themselves to applaud when you win. You will love again, Leo. But this time, not from a place of needing validation, but from a place of overflowing joy. You will find a love that doesn't ask you to dim your light, but a love that brings its own sunglasses because you shine so bright. Today is not an ending. It is a coronation. A new gate has opened, and you, with your magnificent fire fully restored, are stepping onto a red carpet meant only for the bravest of souls. Look forward with courage. Everything that came before, the betrayal, the pain, the confusion, was just the training ground. It was the fire that forged the gold. Now that you know who you are, there is no going back. Your soul has awakened. The lion is awake. And no one, not the dark-haired woman, not the jealous friend, not the envious family member, can ever put that lion back to sleep. You chose yourself, and that is a magic that can never be undone. If you have made it this far, you are not just a listener. You are a ruler who has just reclaimed their territory. If something profound has shifted within you during this transmission, leave the words, "I am the sun," in the comments below. Let it be the roar that echoes through the digital cosmos. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for being the light of this world. May you always be at peace. May you always be surrounded by true, authentic love. And may you always walk firmly, proudly, and loudly on your brilliant path of light. We will see you again on the next journey here at Cosmic Wisdom. Be brilliant.